This episode of the Golf Gambling Podcast on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Hall of Fame Bets, the sports betting research platform for parlays, player props, and game lines. Download the Hall of Fame Bets app or visit hofbets.com and use code SGPN to get 50% off your first month and start making smarter bets today. And we're also brought to you by Game Time. Game Time tickets make the perfect holiday gift. Sign up at gametime.co and use code CFBX for $20 off. Gametime.co, promo code CFBX. All right. D-Gens, welcome back. It's your boy, Boston Capper, with the God of Golf himself, Steve Schirmer. Steve, we're both tired. We're going to power through. You're dealing with sick children and shitty teams. So, how you feeling, bud?
You know, should we put a disclaimer on the show that both of us are exhausted and we're going to get picks tonight?
Yeah.
So, yeah. But you know what? Listen, sometimes,
do with them as you will.
Yeah, listen, like sometimes when, you know, you aren't really at your full faculties and you kind of go more with your gut with this stuff, hey, sometimes that can really overcome maybe a bad statistical argument that might go your way. So, no, I apologize to everybody for expecting a Tuesday mailbag show. My youngest has RSV. My oldest has an ear infection. It has been absolute chaos in the house for the last 5 days. I've had plenty of like 1 hour naps overnight for the last 5 nights, and Capper is getting ready for Christmas, and he looks like he smoked a trash bag of weed. So
yeah, yes. I'm just tired. So we had a company Christmas party, and it was like right outside of Orlando, so it's like an hour and a half away. And because there's another site that's in like Tampa, so we met in the middle. Went to Top Golf, drank too much, too old for that shit.
Oh, or you then. See, you're tired from having fun.
Right, correct.
Yes. I'm tired from having baby snot all over me all night.
Listen, I told you I felt bad saying I was tired after you know what you've gone through for the past 5 nights. Other than me laughing.
You should have made something up at that point. Okay. You should have said, I got family coming over. I gotta prep the Christmas turkey.
I got all that shit too.
I haven't hung the lights on the palm trees yet outside. So I got this wild boar running around the yard I gotta take care of. You should have actually went with that instead of I'm tired from Top Golf and drinking all the time.
Well, it's buy that with work, and then like seriously, like trying to get everything done. You know how it is. Like I'm trying to figure out how many people are coming. What are we cooking? What time are we doing it? Like, okay. So I'm going to do a rib roast again this year because I don't want another fucking turkey.
All right. Did you know that we're getting Top Golf up in Rochester, by the way?
Nice. You like it. It's different.
Well, the thing is, I mean, well, not the last 4 years, but most of the time by November, there's like 3 inches of snow on the ground. So yeah. I'm not totally sure how that's going to work out with the little lights in the driving range. Maybe it's going to be heated underneath the range there to kind of melt the ice there. But yeah, I mean, there's got to be a Top Golf with places snow, right? I guess so. I mean, you know, that driving range that we went to, you know, for our little event for the PGA, I mean, that's essentially Top Golf. So yeah, I don't know. I never thought it would actually come to town here, but
it's fun. It's different, man. So it's like fun for people who don't like really golf and like you can make games. Like they had like an Angry Birds game where like you. Mm-hmm. They give you one of the targets and you'd hit at it, and like, depending on where you hit in the circle, it would like take out like that part of the technology is wild.
Mm-hmm. No, it is. I went last year. Let me ask you a question: are you one of those guys that brings your own clubs, or do you just say
absolutely?
That's a bad move. Yeah. to bring your own clubs to Top Golf. Yeah, it'd be like bringing your own baseball bat to like a batting cage or something.
Well, so I mean, I don't know. I guess. I mean, last time I was at a batting cage, I was probably still playing baseball. For the most
right,
part.
But like a batting cage, like putt.
Yeah, exactly. No. Yeah,
okay. Yeah. There you go. So
Derek Kyle looks like Dan Marino tonight. That's fun.
Oh, sweet, awesome. All right, why don't we take a quick break first? We're going to zoom through the show. We have a hard stop at 8:45, and then we will get to our 5 picks of the week.
Let's go. All right. Well, listen, Underdog Fantasy has a way to play alongside your favorite fantasy players all season long. All the sports, all you got to do is simply pick higher or lower on your favorite players' fantasy stats and cash in. So watch along, make your picks, and maybe make a little cash over on Underdog's mobile app or website, underdogfantasy.com. When you sign up with promo code SGPN, Underdog will double your first deposit up to $100. That's Underdog Fantasy, promo code SGPN.
Okay. All right. I actually
right.
got a couple underdog picks before we get to our little picks. There's 3 that I like this week. So let's go to Green Bay, Carolina. Listen, Green Bay's defense is really the problem last week. Jordan Love actually looked okay against Tampa Bay, and they're going to Carolina. There's going to be no weather concerns. That was the whole reason why the Carolina really only gave us 6 points. Then Arthur Smith is the moron. Maybe we'll talk about him a little bit. But I like Jordan Love higher than 1.5 passing touchdowns. Another one I like in the Indy-Atlanta game, Indianapolis actually gives it the highest rate of tight end catches and yards, mostly because probably they get so much pressure on the quarterback. There's a lot of dump offs. And Arthur Smith has the fascination of John Smith. I like him higher than 2 receptions. Maybe Kyle Pitts higher than 3 receptions too. I'll get that. And then Jacksonville and Tampa Bay. So you're in the consolation bracket in our fantasy pool, but you have Rashad White. He's coming on pretty nice.
I know.
Jacksonville gives up a lot of dump offs and targets to running back. So I like Rashad White higher than 25.5 receiving yards.
I like it. Yeah, and I like the fact that guy wanted to play me, so I went out and picked up a couple, whatever was the best on the waiver wire today. Defenses, a couple of piece. I was like, yeah, you're not getting a lay down.
Okay. There you go. Yeah, because you actually have something to play for. You can get the $5 and get to 219. So
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, there you go. All right. Exactly. Let's where do you want to start?
One of 3 left in the guillotine league. I picked up some running backs today.
Yeah, maybe we'll talk about that offline. So guillotine league gets a lot of run in this space. It does. All right. Do you want to start with our lock of the week, or do you want to start
with lock, baby? What's your favorite game?
All right. I mentioned Carolina, Atlanta earlier, and I watched. I don't know why it was part of the quad box. What's bad about? I love the Sunday ticket feature with the quad box. The problem is though, when you have the local game, if you want red zone with it, there's only one option. And unfortunately, that option for me this week had Carolina, Atlanta at the bottom, and I couldn't change it. So it's not like Carolina's defense played all world. It's just that it was horrific conditions. Arthur Smith is a moron, and Desmond Ridder should not be in the NFL. I mean, Green Bay, they've really screwed the pooch the last couple of weeks. Their defense has been really bad, but I don't think that matters against an offense like Carolina. Like, I think you're right. I might be. I think I made a case for Bryce Young last week. I think I want to walk that back. Maybe just some editing. So, listen, Green Bay's only a 4-point favorite on the road here. There's no weather concerns. I think he can do what it wants on offense. And then I just don't think the Panthers will do anything right on defense. And listen, Carolina got their win last week. I know that technically don't have any reason to tank because they don't have the draft pick, but I just think they're a terrible team. I think Green Bay has a sense of urgency to get to a playoff. So Green Bay -4, my lock of the week.
I like it. I like all the logic behind it too. That game wasn't much since I was watching it because I was trying to figure out what the hell was going on with Bijan. So I watched.
Oh my god,
it was like a fucking monster, dude. It was bad.
Oh my god. Actually, I know a guy in another fantasy league I went to. He actually went to that Carolina game, and he was playing me in that league, and he actually was sweating Bijan on his team and watching it live. And he was getting that was one of the most miserable experiences, he said, between the weather and
I can't imagine.
Yeah,
it's shit. It's fucking wild. All right. Well, my lock is it's going against my Pats. It's the Broncos laying 7 at home. Look, I know my team looks better with Zappy. They come out in the first half. They constantly can do a little bit. They always die in the second half. We lose in Denver at an ungodly rate. When we had Tom Brady, we would lose in Denver constantly. So I don't think going from Brady to Zappy is recipe for success. Defense is playing all right, but there's all types of chirping going on in the media now with the locker room. Seems like might be falling apart a little bit. And it's Christmas Eve. These guys don't want to be there. They're away from their fucking families. And the team sucks, man. And they know it sucks. And when they're starting to show it in the media, I think they get their doors blown off in Denver.
Okay. All right. Have you seen the weather in Denver?
Mm-mm.
It is going to be snowy.
Perfect.
You really want Denver, a offense that can only run the ball, and Patriots actually can stop the run and can only throw it deep to Courtland Sutton, laying 7.
I like the snow. I like the snow. It benefits the offense. They know where they're going.
All right. I'm actually on the opposite side of you. This is my number 4 pick. I don't have a strong lead. I'm going to take New England +7, actually.
Okay.
I think between the weather, I think the fact that the Broncos offense is so limited, I don't trust the Broncos covering a big number. And shame on you, by the way, with how many bad things you've said about the Broncos and Russell Wilson this year. Yeah. Laying 7?
Yeah. Dude, my team is bad. My team is terrible. I
know they're bad. I know they're bad, but I think they can cover a 7-point spread with.
I don't think they're going to score. I don't think they're going to score 7 points. I mean, max is 7 points. They're not scoring 10.
It might be like 6-3.
It's not going to be 6-3. Our defense isn't that good, man. We play a bunch of shit shit teams and stopping the run. Who cares? Like we can run some. Jerry Jeudy looked good last week. Noah Fant's been playing all right. So yeah,
okay, all right, we're on the opposite sides of that. So all right, what's your number 2 pick then?
So I'm just gonna keep riding the trend that Dallas blows on the fucking road, and I don't think them getting blown out last week did anything to shake that notion. I think the guys probably are in their own head about it, and I don't know, if they got the metal to go out and try to prove it. But yeah, I think Miami. I think Miami at home pick them against the bad Dallas team who only beats bad teams and plays shitty on the road. Tyreek's coming back. Looks like Mostert and A-Chain are both going to play. Yeah, give me Miami. I'm hoping it's going to be a shootout because I got Dallas and Dynasty, or I got Dak and Dynasty and in Guillotine. So I'm hoping it's a shootout. But yeah, I think Dallas continues its losing ways on the road.
Okay, that's actually my number 3 pick is Miami. I got a -1 though, so I was gonna lean Dallas in this matchup, but I remember watching the game last week. And side note, by the way, I was nursing a big league in our league, and the guy had James Cook, and I got really triggered in the second half, and I saw there was James Cook 16-1 score a second touchdown, and as I was giving my daughter a bath, my Bills friends started blowing up my phone saying, "Wow, James Cook," and I'm like, "Hey. At least I get 16-1 there.
That's right.
I'm going to blow this giant lead that I had a 97% probability of winning." But I still end up winning that matchup. But anyways, what Buffalo did to Dallas last week, Miami could just do that on steroids between their quick running backs and Mostert and Achane. And if Dallas Dallas actually wants to sell out and stop the run, Tyreek looks like he's going to play. He's just going to punish him. So I think I'm just going to lay the points with Miami too. Like I just think that they're just going to, Mike McDaniel's going to look at what happened last week. Buffalo be like, okay, well, try and stop this. And Miami's been one of the best running teams in the league all year. I'll take a -1.
Yep. Love it. All right. Okay. So what's your, that was your 3 pick was
Miami. Yep. And number 4 was New England. Green Bay's number 1. So why don't we take our second break and then we'll finish it out.
All right, sounds good. Got to pay the bills, man. So listen, game time. I talked to you guys about it leading up to the holidays. You can get last minute tickets up to the same day for great prices. And look, if you guys haven't done anything yet, go ahead and go buy, give them some money towards game time. Let them make their own decision. It's always going to be a good gift where they get to, pick a sporting event or a concert that they want to go to. So look, they get tickets for everything. They get images of the seat views, and it's the lowest price guarantee, event cancellation protection, and job loss protection too. Yeah, all right, interesting. All right, well, listen, it's the place for last minute deals, so you don't have to worry about months of planning. Game Time has deals right up until the day of the event. Exclusive flash deals on tickets, and Game Time guarantee means you'll always get the best price. If you find tickets in the same section and row for less, they will credit you 110% of the difference, and it's the fastest growing ticket app in the country for a reason. Get images of your seat before you buy, so you know exactly what to expect. Buy in a matter of seconds, 2 taps, and you're set. Tickets are sent directly to your phone, so you never have to dig through your email. So snag the tickets without the stress on Game Time. Game Time tickets make the perfect holiday gift. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code CFBX for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code CFBX for $20 off. Download Game Time today. Last minute prices, lowest price guaranteed. Hall of Fame bets, you got to win bigger by betting smarter this NFL season with Hall of Fame bets, the sports betting analytics platform for parlays, player props, and game lines. Research all your favorite sports with historical stats and data. Enter any parlay idea into the Hall of Fame bets revolutionary parlay optimizer tool to get hit rates broken down by leg, as well as an expected probability for the entire parlay. Sort players by hit rate for any bet to learn which ones are hot and which picks have value. So stop betting on the dark and join over 30,000 users researching Hall of Fame bets to craft more intelligent, data-driven parlays. Download Hall of Fame Bets app or visit HOFBets.com and use code SGPN to get 50% off your first month today. Start researching, start winning with Hall of Fame Bets.
There you go. Back to the Game Time app, by the way. So if the NFL wasn't such jerks and put the Giants-Eagles game on Christmas, I'd be using that app in order to find tickets. But I would prefer not to get divorced. Yeah. So I unfortunately will not be using the app. But hey, if you're going to plan on going to the game and be away from your family, going to Giants-Eagles, seeing the Eagles probably run ruckshot over the Giants because the Giants never win at the link. And apparently Tommy DeVito was kind of chirping at the fans today. That's going to really well for the pizza boy. Yeah. My Eagles are probably going to lay the woodshed on the Giants, and you can get alt line -19.5 or plus 225. Might be a good bet. So, all right.
I-
All right. So I gave my lock of Green Bay -4. I gave Miami -1, New England +6.5. Those are 3 and 4. So you've done 1 and 2. How about you give me a third pick of the week?
So I did 1, 2. My third pick is the Colts getting 2.5 against Atlanta for all the reasons that we talked about. That coach is a goddamn moron. He is. I don't even know how he still has a job. Why don't they fire him? He refuses to give the balls to his best player. Listen, I know Bijan fumbled, but it's the same old shit like what Bill Belichick does. It's like you got to let the kid grow. Like fumbles happen, defense make plays sometimes. I have no faith in this Atlanta team at all. The Colts still very much in it for the playoffs, especially with Lawrence not playing this weekend. I think if they win, they're heading the AFC South, aren't they?
Maybe. I don't know. What's the workout?
So.
What does it work out with the Texans though if they win? So
but Stroud's not playing. So Stroud and Trevor Lawrence isn't playing. This is a great spot for them, which means they'll probably fumble the bag and fuck it up and lose to this team, but because that's what the Colts do. But they have a great opportunity in front of them to go ahead and grab the lead with 2 weeks left in the NFL season against the bumbling, stumbling morons from Atlanta. Like that team is just bad.
Yeah, it is.
And I wish Ritter was starting, but he's not.
Well, that's the thing. That's why I'm shying away because Heineke can be a little bit of a wild card. I think Heineke sucks too, but he can be a bit of a wild card.
Yeah,
back to Arthur Smith, by the way, a professional troll. So they got Bijan all the way down to the goal line there, and I think it was second goal, and they ran a jet sweep to Cordell Patterson, and Bijan was the leading blocker.
Yep.
That is a great way to use your top 10 pick on a running back that you shouldn't do apparently. So and they don't pass to Drake London, they don't pass to Kyle Pitts. It's just I don't know. He just thinks he's real smart. So,
but he's not.
All right.
Oh, can I ask you something? How come the Chargers line's off the board now? What happened between like 5 o'clock and before the show?
Apparently that line's been really weird all week. Apparently it went down to 10.5 at one point and then bounced back to 12. Okay. So I don't know what's going on with that.
I started 13.5 too.
I don't know of any injuries happening with the Bills. I mean, the only thing that would cause that would be if like Josh Allen's got something. I haven't heard anything up here.
Yeah. Okay.
I think James Cook didn't practice, but that's not going to matter. So I don't know. I'm not sure.
Okay.
All right. Well, I haven't done my number 2 pick. I'm going back to Minnesota +3 this week. I mean, they should have beat the Bengals in Cincinnati last week. And I know Detroit played really good. I made a lot of money off Detroit -4 over the Broncos, but listen, Goff, when he's blitzed, when he gets under pressure, he has not been very good. He has been really bad against zone coverages this year. Minnesota runs the highest rate of zone coverages in the league. And I thought Nick Mullins looked pretty good. And, it's one thing for the Lions to shut out the Broncos, which you don't think the Patriots can contain this week. The Vikings still got Justin Jefferson. They got Jordan Addison. Ty Johnson looked really good last week. Doesn't look like Alexander Madison's coming back, but I think it's a good thing. TJ Hawkins is doing his thing. I think Minnesota at home, I think this is basically do or die for them. I like them getting the points. So Minnesota +3.
Yeah, I like it. I was looking at that one too. I just we all knew the spot last week, and I don't trust Goff on the road, inside, outside. I just don't trust him. So I like it. I like getting the points. All right. So what I got? I got my 4 and 5 picks left. So my 4 pick is the Chiefs. I got a 9.5. It's a 10 now against the Raiders. I don't really care. Dude, I don't care how many points they put on the fucking Chargers last week. That quarterback blows. That just shows you how bad the Chargers are. And that fucking KC defense is legit. I know their offense is sputtering a little bit, but with that defense, I can't see Aiden O'Connell, who looks like somebody put it great. He looks like Farva from fucking Super Troopers. He looks just like that guy. He's not a good quarterback. So I don't care. Like, it's 10 points. I know it's a divisional game, but Patty Mahomes and Andy Reid got hair across their ass. They went a little easy on the Patriots last week and fucking covered a big number. So I expect them to do the exact same against a shittier team.
Let me ask a question. So ignoring context or what this meant to the game, is that pick 6 that Raider guy had, is that the best pick 6, like skill wise you've ever seen? Like that thing was
probably
perfect.
He was on the Patriots 3 weeks ago, right?
Was he really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah, we cut him because he's the idiot who went to the fucking airport with the 2 loaded guns.
Oh, well, Bill Belichick, the genius, There you go.
Fucking Christ.
But no,
and I get to watch that, and I get to watch Jacoby Myers fucking catching balls all over the fucking place, too. Every primetime game is like a kick in the balls for Pats fans. Super fun.
It really is. No, I watched that pick 6, I think, like 7 times. I was just like, all right, like, how did he time it up so well? It was unbelievable, that play.
It's crazy.
It was great. So, all right. I say it's a lot of points for a KC team that doesn't seem like they can score a lot of points. And Kelsey is cooked.
He looks old.
He's done.
He looks like Derrick Henry.
He's turned into like, remember when Gronk just turned bad? It's like, oh, okay, he's done. Yeah. Kelsey's done. I mean, listen, he's 34-year-old tight end. Like, this is what happened, guys.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Yeah. Imagine if he actually blocked and didn't just catch balls. He would have been done 4 or 5 years ago.
We would have done it like 24 then.
Yeah, so. Exactly.
All right. So my number 5 pick, this is gross.
Okay.
I can't believe I'm going to back this quarterback. I can't believe, because this is another running back guy that looks horribly cooked. But Seattle did not look good on Monday night. I know they pulled a win out of their ass. That was mostly the Eagles shooting themselves in the foot there.
Yep.
Tannehill stinks. I'm actually more concerned than everybody else is, because everybody's like, oh, Tannehill the Levis, that's an upgrade. I don't know about that. Tannehill might be cooked.
Yeah.
But
Tannehill's not good.
But he's not good. But I've been hearing takes that like this is a big upgrade for Tennessee. But he's at least healthy.
Right.
And I mean, if Joe Flacco can put it together, I mean, Ryan Tannehill could be kind of competent. Is Derrick Henry cooked? Are you playing him this week in Guillotine?
No, hell no.
That was really
bad. I picked
up,
I think he got 20 carries on 11 yards, and he looks old. You know what I mean? Like, he just looks old.
He
moves like he's running in mud.
He does. That Tajay Sharp guy's pretty good, though. And Seattle's defense is... Yeah, Seattle's defense is not very good. They had a lot of success on the ground against Philadelphia last week. Tennessee can actually stop the run. I'm going back this spot. Tennessee should have beat the Texans last week. They got screwed a little bit. I'm going to take +2.5 with Tennessee. I like them in this underdog spot.
Yeah, so that's my 5th pick, too. I actually got it at 3. It's still at 3 on my local and on the Hard Rock down here in Florida. So I grabbed the 3 for everything you said. Like this is like I think the team's going to be let down with Geno coming back. Like, what a fucking awesome win. You know what I mean? And Geno's going to come back, start playing like Geno, and it's going to bring the team down. And I don't think that team's very good. I think Ken Walker could have a pretty good game. I think this is one of those games where it's going to start at 1. It's going to be over like 2:30 because all they're going to do is each team's going to run the ball and the clock's just like legitimately going to run the entire time. I don't think there's going to be a whole lot of passing.
How is the Hard Rock Sportsbook going for you guys right now?
Criminals.
Criminals. What about the lines? How about the lines? Like in the odds?
Some of the lines are all right. Some of the lines are okay. Yeah. We'll see with golf. Right. We'll see what happens with golf. But like, it irritates me. Like, I can't build my own fucking same game parlays. I got to take their shitty ones. They don't put the odds next to it. And like, we're talking like 25 to 35% payout difference between a local and them. That's a big fucking haircut.
Wow. We'll talk about golf tomorrow for the Now Show. It might not matter with the odds because I think they're all going to be garbage. Pretty soon based on what I think is about to happen.
It's going to be so fun.
Yeah, it's going to be yay. Golf. Do you got a tease for everybody before we get out of here?
No, I mean, I haven't. Okay.
I got one.
Okay, what you got?
All right, so 6-point tease. Let's tease Indianapolis up to +7.5, Buffalo down to 6.5, or wherever the line comes back.
I got you. Yeah.
And you're going to hate this. I'm teasing New England up to 12.5. I don't think the Broncos can win by double digits over anybody.
I mean, 12's a big number.
It's a big number for a bad weather game and a two-dimensional offense. At this point.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. Plus, Belichick owns Russell Wilson.
Bro, I'm telling you right now, I should have had the stat. We are legitimately horrific in Denver.
That's fine.
Bad.
That's fine.
I can't think of a single game I won there. We lost to Jake fucking Plummer in the playoffs one year. Think about that.
He looked okay that year.
No, he did not. He stunk.
All right.
Where was he?
Yes, we're going back tomorrow. We will finally get to the mailbag. We had some good questions from the mailbag. Yeah. We will also talk about the state of the professional game. I'm just going to say it. I'm a little concerned about the fact that we haven't heard anything coming out of Saudi Arabia right now. I think that's maybe a bad sign. They might not get this thing done. So we'll talk about the implications of that tomorrow. Go over the questions. And then golf season is quickly approaching. We'll have our major preview next week. And then it's the Century Tournament champions and guys who play good. And we're just letting everybody else in the field.
That's right.
They ruined that event for me. We'll talk about that week.
All right. Well, we'll talk to everybody tomorrow. If I can go watch this garbage game on Thursday night and talk to everybody tomorrow. Later.
Okay.